Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the City of Parker Council meeting for the 7th of October. We've got quite a few items on the agenda tonight, so we'll hopefully get through these in a reasonable time. If you're reading the agenda, item 6 is no longer going to be heard tonight. The individual has asked to have that rescheduled for another time. So the Mr. Abu's parcel questions will not be heard. Mr. Rega, are you here, sir?
Yes, sir.
Would you be so kind as to do the invocation before we do the pledge? Everybody please stand.
Very good, thank you. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we are thankful for your presence in our meeting today. Guide our minds and hearts as we discuss important matters. Grant us your peace that surpasses understanding, keeping us focused and productive, and guide our conversations and inspire creative solutions. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Mr. Chappell.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Ms. Waterford? Ms. Barrow? Here. Mr. Chappell?
Here.
Mr. Haney? Mayor Kelly?
Is here. Thank you very much. As we always do in our council meetings, we always ask for any items from the audience that are not on the agenda. Please come to the podium and you can have the floor.
Anna Marie Morris, 129 North Lakewood Drive. We are going to have at the VFW trunk or treat. You can participate. You can decorate your car. You can come pass out candy. You can whatever you want to do. We're going to have kids there, and hopefully we'll have a fire truck. I hope. From 4 to 6:30, October 31st on Friday. Thank you.
4 to 6:30, Miss. Okay, you ran away. Okay. Okay, 1 second. You come in the room. Would you like to come in the room? Come in the room so you can participate. There you go. There's lots of chairs. Sit wherever you can find a place. Sorry, ma'am. Go ahead.
That's fine. Good evening, Mayor and council members. My name is Cheryl Schultz, and I am here tonight for the second time out of deep concern for public safety for our community. I live at 810 West Street, and on the curve from West Street to Lake Drive going to the dock, there is a trailer that sits over to the right, and the owner has dogs. On September the 30th, on my morning walk, I was attacked by a large black dog. He crawled out from the fence of the property, from the lake, with only one thing on his mind, and that was attack. If I'd had a pistol, mace, billy club, whatever, would have done me no good, because that dog was after human flesh. The wound that I incurred is about 4 inches by 2 inches, required stitches. And you might think six stitches is not very much, but when you have to put a stitch, leave a space, put a stitch, leave a space, because of the bacteria that is now in my body from this dog, it was a pretty severe bite. But I was fortunate. I did not fall. Had I fallen, that dog would have mauled me. There is no doubt in my mind that that would not have happened. This is the second attack from the same property, but a different dog. The first one was on April the 18th of 2023. Now, after that incident, I was personally assured by you, Mr. Mayor, that this would be handled. I called I never heard back from you. I called the office, I talked to individuals, but nothing was ever, no calls were returned, and nothing ever happened. The dogs were still there. I avoided that area probably for close to a year. And that particular morning, I made a bad judgment call. And I decided to enjoy the beauty of the water and the dock that you so graciously, our community, has provided for us. Animal control and our fire department responded very quickly. I have nothing but praise. We are so fortunate and blessed to have the protection that we have here in our community. It's my understanding, and I'm sure I could have records pulled, that the gentleman that owns this property has had numerous citations and paid thousands of dollars in fines. So the question remains, why is this still allowed to happen? But here is the saddening part. Right afterward, a neighbor walked up to me and said, "Charla, do you realize there was a child, a small girl, on a bicycle in the exact spot that you were attacked only moments after it happened?" Ladies and gentlemen, I took the hit for a child, and I would take the hit for a child any day. But our children walk that route and ride their bikes to school on a daily basis, and I'm not there every day. This is not about just me. It's about every family, every child, every resident that walks and enjoys the beauty of our community. We have that wonderful park that is such an addition to our community. But is it safe to go there? That's the question. Tonight, I respectfully ask, enforce the leash and containment laws immediately. Please, I implore you. Require a public report from animal control of any violations, especially in this area. Take permanent corrective action to ensure this property, our community, is safe once and for all. I've prepared photos and documentation that I will give each of you as I leave the podium tonight. And I stand here not as a victim, but as a voice for change. Thank you for your time and your attention.
Thank you, ma'am. I got a couple of questions for you.
Yes, sir.
Did the animal control officers put out a bait trap that day, do you know?
They have the dog.
They put it down already, right?
As far as I know right now, the dog has not been put down because it's a 10-day waiting period.
Okay, for the, yeah,
And I am going to have rabies shots.
right.
But they do not know.
Well,
We don't have the
it happened again today.
dog bites.
Another one was out today. And contrary to what you may or may not believe from the last time, on your behalf, I made probably 30 phone calls to everybody I could think of to deal with this problem, because you're right. You're 100% right. But I'm limited to what I can do as mayor.
Yes, sir.
So today, when they were out again, they were from 2 addresses in your neighborhood. One of his dogs and another 1 or 2 of somebody else's. The police chief went over there. I don't know if he was successful.
I couldn't find the dog.
They were gone? Okay. I hear what you're saying about the leash law, but that's not strong enough. It is not strong enough.
And that's what I was feared because I don't know the law.
There needs to be, the law is very thin on what I can ask the police to do. I know what I would do.
Yes, sir.
I know exactly what I would do if it bit me or mine. I know precisely what I would do. And you're not in that position. I understand that. I did see the photographs within an hour of it happening, and that was horrendous what happened to you. I cannot believe how you didn't scream and hoot and holler when they came. They said you were very calm, but you know, do you have a suggestion?
I wish I did, but do you know how I restrained my calmness?
Yes, ma'am.
Was just simply from our Lord and Savior.
Yeah, well,
Because I knew in my heart if I ran,
right,
if
it run you down.
I panicked,
It would have run you down.
I wouldn't have a chance. But what was so strange was that dog, when he came at me, I mean, it was just like a beeline.
Yeah.
He was gone as fast as he arrived.
Well,
He just,
I mentioned the last time you came here, and I did not feel like I got a lot of support. But if the animal control, they charge me about $45,000 a year to come out and collect people's dogs. What I'd like to see happen, I can't make a motion, but I would like to see that every time that dog is picked up, that the cost of the animal control action be attached to the water bill of the property owner of the dog. If they choose not to pick it up, let them put it down. Because this is the only way it's going to end. Because people just don't listen. They just do whatever they want. And what you said just now, the kids walk that way every morning to school. I have them drive me around this city 3-4 times a day. And I'm watching to see what's going to happen. I'm of the opinion that we are not being strict enough, and it's not just you. There's a lady that came shortly after you. She works at home, and she walks around the track with her earbuds in her ears, and these animals have come out after her on the track. And when they told me who it was, I knew when they said a dog had hurt somebody. I just knew it would be you. I knew it would be you. So when you came before us the last time, I did a lot of research. I checked with everybody that I could think of. And the only thing we can do, ma'am, is make the law so strict that if that animal's out, we pick it up. If the police go there, I'm going to tell you what I told him. I don't care who knows. I told him today, I said, Chief, if you go over there and that thing tries to bite you, do your duty.
well, what can we do as an individual, as a community, to enforce or to put forth the effort to increase and make that law more strict?
So I got a call today. The first call I got today was from people walking on the path where you were at, walking around the track. That's their right to do that. We built that park for that purpose, right?
Correct.
And these darn dogs are out again. I'm going to just tell you, me personally, it's got nothing to do with the city, me personally, I would personally sue the owner. I would take them to court, and I would own their home. That's what I would do. But that wouldn't change the fact that what happened to you. And it wouldn't, if like you said, if you had a baton or spray or whatever you have, it would have been too quick. It's still going to happen the way it happened. Now, if it got you down and bit you in the throat, it would have been over.
That would have been different. And that's what I was about to say, because I have contacted an attorney here locally.
Yep.
And I've also contacted an attorney with an organization that I participate in.
Okay.
Both of them, the attorney here, we don't handle dog cases.
We don't have a what?
Dog cases.
They
We don't handle dog cases.
Oh, yeah. Is that what they say? Oh, they don't have a dog. They don't take dog
They
cases.
don't take dog cases.
But if you were
Listen,
dead, I bet they would.
Well, here's the second one, and this is going to blow everyone's mind. My injuries were not severe enough. And that goes to what you were saying about if he'd gone for my throat.
Right.
Now, if he'd gone for my throat, if he'd mauled my leg, if he'd taken my arm off, I'd have a case.
Right.
But because I have a bite on my leg and I still have my leg, I don't have a case.
Over 30 years ago, I told you this the last time, my good friend Miss Barrow was bit in the face so bad, it just almost took her face off.
Yeah.
And it just can't be. It can't, and I'm with you. But they're so limited. The law is so limited. So what do we have to do? I say we should pick up every loose animal, unfortunately. I don't know what else to do. But we're going to have to make a rule in Parker that is so strict.
Well, that was going to be my next question. What can you do and what can the council do and our community? What restrictions can you place?
No loose animals. Can't have one. If it's loose, we'll pick it up. And if we pick it up and it goes to animal control, which is what else are you going to do with it, right? Then someone's going to have to pay that fee. And I feel like, me personally, I can't make a motion, but I feel like that if that dog is loose, you bill someone $300 or $400 on their water bill, you'll get their attention.
Correct. And I don't know if the loose dog I saw this morning was a big brown dog.
Yep,
I saw it at my
Did you
place
see it?
this morning.
yep.
Yeah.
I immediately, when they got called, I immediately called the chief, and he immediately went to look for it. But it's limited what we can do, because
All right, is there a contact, a number, like with me, because I'm out a lot.
Right.
I love to walk, I love the outdoors, and our community is so beautiful that I don't want to be restricted to where I have to just stay
No.
inside my home.
911.
Just do 911?
Yes, ma'am.
I
Yes,
didn't know
ma'am.
if there was a local number that I should call immediately.
Well,
or
but they're
just-
not always at the police station. They're out riding
that I
around
can
the cars.
report a loose dog to 911?
Chief?
If they're in a day, just call the regular number, 871-4100. And at night, call 911, tell them that the dog is attacked, scared the dog.
I don't even have a good answer for you, and I'm embarrassed for it. This never should have happened again. Never.
No, sir, no, it
It should never have happened again.
no, not at
I
all.
don't know why I'm keep giving the dog back. Just so-
No, it's
I
euthanized.
think this is the second.
The one from mine before was euthanized. Now, this one, they still have under control right now. They say they have.
Because they got to keep it 10
days.
days, see if it's got rabies
The
or
10
not.
day period. Yeah, incubation period.
Mr. Sloan, you were gonna look into that, doing that with the water bill. Did you find,
You can't do it.
you can't do it?
Good thought, Mayor, but I
It
haven't
can't be
found
done?
any legal authority that gives you the right to put it on a water.
See, I'm so restricted of what I can
See,
do,
that's the sad part.
you know?
There were two Bay County animal control people out there about 11 o'clock. They stayed for about 40 minutes. Of course,
That was
there
today?
wasn't any dogs out there, but I talked to them about it, and they informed me that they were going to try to make random checks.
Now, my understanding is they put a bait trap on that property where the animal snuck out from. And see, I don't know that it was even chained inside the yard. It may not have
It
been.
was not. The dog was loose. Otherwise, I mean, or maybe he was on a chain and broke loose.
Broke his chain.
I was about to say he could have broken the chain, you know, and I didn't. I know they had a small dog that was on a chain that I'd seen when I was driving by, and it was a short chain, and it was a little dog, and it was when the
Everybody is responsible for their animals.
correct.
Everybody. Everybody. I mean, we talk
Well-
about these things, but what are we going to be saying when some child walking to school with his brother or sister,
I
4
know.
or 5 years old, gets taken down and bitten by a wild dog, and then we're going to say,
That's-
"Oh, we're
that's
so
my-
sorry.
That's my fear. I
We're
don't-
so sorry, but we didn't
Yeah.
fix nothing,
I'm
and we're
here-
responsible."
I'm here and I'm alive and healing and I can walk.
Yeah.
But what if this was a parent? What if it was one of you?
Yeah, one of these
With
little
a young
kids in the
child,
room.
And you were up here and your child was completely mauled or maybe even a loss of life.
Well, I
That's-
saw that wound, and that dog needs to get put down, because that's not going to stop doing that.
No,
It's not going to stop.
no, he won't. And that dog was just, he was ready.
Anything,
just
Council?
happened-
Everything you
happened
want
to
to
me.
discuss with her?
No, I don't know what you do.
I appreciate your time.
I
do.
appreciate you, and I'm sorry you got
And-
bitten.
And Mayor, if you would, if you find any recourse, any information you need from me, if you need to be witness or go before anybody, I am willing. I will be there on your behalf, whatever I can do to protect our community.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
So what does our ordinance still say?
It reflects
long as
the
they're
Bay
under
County
control
Animal Control.
or
That's
whatever?
pretty much all it is, the Bay County Animal Control controls county.
It's on a leash or under direct control of the owner. Or
Well, look at, can we change it to where it's?
It got her
it
good.
can be on
I sent the
a
photographs
list
from
at
the
all
day.
times, as long as it's, but see if they're on their property and run off their property and get somebody.
Well, for what I've heard for years is not necessarily the front end of it, Ms. Barrow, it's the back end. So they come and they're off the leash or they're not under control, they bite her, and then they go away. And by the time animal control gets here, they're gone.
They've run off.
And that's the problem.
Today, council, it was like 1 minute, not even, from the time my phone rang and these people that were walking the track got chased. And I picked up my phone and called the chief immediately, and I instructed him to do whatever he needed to do to deal with it. Because I know in my heart this is the only one way this is going to end, and talking about it doesn't work. Just keep saying, oh, poor dog, poor dog. What the lady just said, it was 100%. Kids are walking to school and gets one of these little ones, and we're going to be sitting there saying, oh my God, what did we do? We did nothing. We got to be firm. We got to do something. I'm not sure what we got to do, but yes.
So if we can find people for their grass being too close, can we not?
Listen, I'm with you, man.
Can we not invoke an ordinance if the dog bites someone, you get in trouble?
I'm with you, brother.
Well,
You hear what he said? We find some of the grass being.
Being caught running loose, a fine to start with, and every time after then.
So how much do you think we should? Mr. Sloan could write us. We could absolutely do that. That's easy. $1,000 every time your dog is loose.
We could do 500.
500? I'm okay with that. $500 if your dog is out, and I'll get your attention then.
You can't keep them contained, and it's just
The reason, you know why the people don't drive around the United States at 90 miles an hour? Because that $400 ticket stings. And so it's the same with your dog. If you aren't responsible for that dog, then you should pay a fine. And I think $500 is fair.
Can we, make some signs to put out there saying if the dog is caught, not on a leash, it's a $500 fine?
We'd have to probably put it on the water bill or something like that, because the sign wouldn't be sufficient. You'd have to put it on something like a newsletter.
Not everybody that uses that park though are Parker people.
well, it needs to be sent to a letter to every person, every.
Parker people first, for sure.
And I
We do
think
have a
that
lot
if
of
they bite
Callaway people.
somebody, it ought to be automatically $1,000 fine to start with. 'Cause you should-
500.
No, 500 if they get caught running
But,
around. if they
your
bite
fine is
somebody,
500 per offense.
well,
Okay.
If they bite, that's extra though,
Okay. Yes,
And
ma'am.
that's 2 offenses. There you
Anna
go.
Marie Morris, 129 North Lakewood. So I have a couple of questions about this. How are we going to catch them?
see. That's the animal control.
So a
They put a
photograph won't
bait
do-
trap out.
Oh, they're going to have to trap them.
That's what they did with that one there.
Okay,
And I was told they've already done it.
okay.
They've already did it.
Because
There's no point in dragging your feet. If it happens, do it.
bait trap. Okay.
I'm here to tell you, I'm gonna save animal control some time, because if that dog attacks me and my dog, it's gonna
When
be
you're out
right
walking,
there.
your dog ain't gonna be able to defend itself.
No, I will defend my dog.
I realize that, John.
Right there. It'd
But
be-
that pit bull gets your lab, he's gonna rip him apart.
No, he won't.
He won't.
No. He'll have a red dot on.
Okay, I see what you're saying. But
He'll be.
I see what you're saying. But the
Waste
poor
no
dog
time,
can't
the
stop
will be
him.
Laying right there, just
Right.
go bury it. That's,
Right.
That's what's gonna happen. It's happened several times myself. I mean, it's.
I'm with you. No,
I've
I'm
several times on these animals.
you know,
The same place where she's talking about it.
yep, yep.
The trailer is a.
It's a problem.
Around
It's
these-
a new-
It's a problem.
And it's a pit bull dogs. That's the problem.
Well, I got to see the pictures, and fortunately, that dog, it's done. It's over. If we were on my farm and it come after my animals, I'd shoot it right then on the spot. I'm just telling you.
I didn't say shoot.
Done. I don't care. Yes.
Take care of it.
Isn't it really
Dispatch.
more of a problem or situation with the owner being, I'll be polite, stupid? I mean, irresponsible.
Irresponsible is the word.
Yeah, and yeah, okay, the dog does need to be put down, but obviously the homeowner, dog owner, whatever, is a serial offender. because
Serial offender.
This is a second or third dog now because.
This particular animal was in another house in Parker about a year ago. Got out and was chasing my wife and I's pets in our garage. Come down the street, come in. I should have ended it right then, but I didn't. I wasn't quick enough. But I am with Mr. Haney, and I don't care who hears me say it. That is it's unacceptable. That lady came here a year ago and told us of a problem, and I'm I'm so upset that this has happened to her and how much pain she must have been put in. And I don't know what to do. I have no clue. We've got animal control that is teethless. And the law won't allow me to fine them unless I fine them the $500 that he has just told me. I have a police chief in the police department. It was seconds today that he was over there. They were gone. I mean, I know we laughed when Mr. Haney said what he said, but he's right. That is the only way. That is the only way. I mean, I had a lab, and he wouldn't have hurt anybody. But a pit bull got on him, and that would be the end of him if I didn't do what I did. You know?
I have a German Shepherd that would be taken down because he's a big baby.
Yep.
He's a pet.
Yep.
You can't control dogs that are attacking.
No. No. No.
Well, unfortunately, there are some nice dogs that use the park facility, but again, we can't have our people getting hurt.
But
So
think
even
about it,
though it's a
Mr.
nice
Chappell.
dog, like a lab or something like that, I don't.
You're out walking your dog, and this venomous animal comes across and starts attacking him. You're going to try to stop him. And now both of your arms are going to be in there.
Yep.
There is no choice. There is no choice.
Well, I think we ought to pursue and have a $500 fine for a loose dog in the park or anywhere it's in Parker, really. And like you say, let's get tough on it because we can't have people getting bit. That's just not what we can
Do
do.
we need to make a motion to,
Implement it?
get, Mr. Long to
I
write?
think we do.
Just write it up and bring it to us?
I'll write it up and bring it to you.
Okay. So let's make a motion to make this law today.
We can't, Mayor, it's an ordinance.
We'll make an ordinance today. We can't, can we?
No, sir.
He's gonna write the ordinance. Then
I'm
you
gonna
can.
write it and then you can have
Okay.
it at the next meeting.
All right. All right, Council, is that going to be sufficient, do you think, for now? Okay. Moving right along. Anybody else got something for the podium? Okay. This is a regular agenda items now. The first thing is approval of the minutes from August 25th, September 4th, 16th, and 17th. You should have those in your package.
I've got some corrections on here from
Okay.
the first meeting on September 4th, if you go down to, the second public hearing, and it says Councilmember Barrow, I made the motion, Councilmember Haney seconded, but then she put Councilmember Barrow descending. That needs to be struck from there, and then the next one down needs to be struck from there, the same thing, cause it should say motion carried before. And then on, the regular meeting on September 17th, page 2, on the very back where it says Councilmember clarified her comment previously made regarding a water utility bill. That was not me, that was Ms. Botter. So that needs to be corrected. And with those corrections, I make the motion, we approve them with corrections.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second with the corrections.
Second with you have a correction, John? Oh, second with a correction, okay. We have a motion and a second. Take the roll, please.
Ms. Botiford?
Yes.
Ms. Barrow?
Yes.
Mr. Chappell?
Yes.
Mr. Haney? Mayor Kelly?
Yes. Thank you, council. Number 2 is the planning commission recommendation for consideration, a mobile home dealership. Is your last name Nassar? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, sir.
Hey, how are you today, sir? Been a long time getting to that podium. So, does the council have any questions?
Just the amount of area to display mobile homes.
We've got the side lot and the back lot.
So you could put
5.
one mobile home in?
No, you can put 5 there. We've measured it 10 times. They're not permanent.
Of course. I'm not stupid.
Yes.
Just look at you,
Didn't
how
quite.
much area to put displays.
Yeah, we can put 5 there.
Well, how big are these mobile homes? What are
They're
the sizes are they?
20
What's the largest one you'll have in there?
28 by 54.
Those two lots been combined because on the future land use map, it only looks like the front part of the parcel is commercial and the back part, the way I read it, is
Residential.
residential.
Well, he's letting me use, I rented that space from him. So he'll let me use, I mean, if I could only have 3 in the front, that's fine too. Only have 3
Yeah,
models then.
the front lot is the only one that's commercial. Residential is up to the council, but I don't know that you would be able to put a mobile home dealership in the residential section.
Well, the offices, the building, and then models would be in the front, and I was hoping we could get 2 more in the back, but if I can't, that's fine.
And of course, that's in the CRA.
It's in
Mayor.
the CRA.
So the CRA talks about,
Improvements.
the types of improvements, what you're looking for, as well as low-intensity commercial. That definition that was included in the ordinance doesn't specifically exclude what he's asking for. It doesn't include it either. It's not in there at all.
Right.
Biggest model is 28 by 54, and then there's single wides too. 15 by 30.
Any discussion, council?
Well, what are you gonna do if you got those on the lot and then all of a sudden, oh, I didn't know I had another one coming, and they gotta put it in the road right there and block
Or in the,
people
or in a
out?
residential lot?
They're not coming unless I know.
Well,
And I have plenty of lots to put them on in Sandy Creek, but I have 169 lots in Sandy Creek.
Okay.
That's what we're really doing, is we're basically selling to ourselves. Rather than buying them from Clayton Homes and Regional, we're selling them to ourselves. I mean, the public is more than welcome to come and buy, but we're not gonna gouge people 180 grand for a mobile home. They're gonna be under 100 grand.
And they're gonna go, and when you sell them, where are they gonna be delivered to?
Panama, there's already 3 ordered for Panama City Beach. They won't come here. When they're ordered, they will
This
go.
is just be to people to look at them.
Correct. We'll only allow 3 then, if that's
Okay.
what you're saying. If it's residential in the back, we'll only allow 3.
And why didn't you
models.
set this up in Panama City Beach if that's where the customer base is?
That's not, I own lots out in Panama City Beach. So I have 2 lots out there, but I have 169 in Sandy Creek. So I can't just run a business out of my home. They will not allow that. I've already talked with the Florida Highway Patrol.
Oh.
That's after I get this letter from you folks, I have to turn it over to Florida Highway Patrol.
Okay.
And that won't be affected by the bridge at all?
That could well be.
Is peace?
I don't know that there's gonna be a lot of room down there. I think I agree with Mr. Haney. I don't think there's a lot of space.
I don't see this as.
And this bridge is coming in, and them guys are gonna be,
Main corridor too, that's.
and we're about to dig this all up pretty soon for the, SRF. I don't know.
They're movable. I mean, we could have them moved within 2 days' notice.
Yeah,
That's not a problem.
right. Well,
You took out signage on that strip of the parkway because it was the gateway.
it was, and we are, and I am, yep. Well, I don't know, council, can you give me some guidance here before, I know what I'm thinking, but I'd like to know what you guys are thinking.
I don't see this as a fit for the city of Parker, especially not on the main corridor, and especially if he's trying to put her on rental property that are actually not commercial.
Right.
I don't see that as a fit, to be honest with you.
What's commercial there?
You have a small lot for commercial.
Yeah.
What you're renting from your neighbor is not commercial.
Well, we won't put it on the residential. We'll just put it on the commercial.
How many trailers
We'll put 3.
on that small property,
It will hold 3.
uh,
We'll hold 1 double wide and 2 singles.
I believe.
So I think what they're trying to say to you is that our parkway is about to go through a big change,
I understand that.
and optically, it may not fit in the CRA with what you have. I don't think it will in the CRA. I've read it and I've looked at it and I've looked at the map on the wall, but I'm open to whatever the council says.
Hasn't this property had some, code enforcement issues before? The same property? Have we had some code enforcement issues on your property?
I don't own the property.
I don't know, John.
I don't own the property. I'm leasing it from him.
Oh, I see.
So my question is you're gonna put them in front of that office building,
No,
right there?
on the side. If you look at the building, it will be on the side. The lot is wide enough to put them on the side of it,
Or to put them in a row like that, I suppose.
right next to each other, right next to the building.
Yeah.
It's not gonna take up any of the roadway where the bridge is going to be.
Right.
Future
Yeah.
land use map,
Yeah.
So he's right there, Mayor,
Right along the edge of it, yeah.
and you can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, as we grow, we're probably gonna eventually move the office, but we just needed to start ordering homes. I'm not gonna pay $100,000 in profit to Clayton Homes and them guys when I can get these homes for $50,000.
Right.
So I just need it temporarily, either in 6 months or a year, if you guys wanna just grant me the license for a year, and then I'll find another location.
Mm.
But I've already spent money at this location trying to fix it.
Well, your first place would have been here before you went through all that.
Right. You should have gone through this process first.
Well, that's why I
Well-
came to the first meeting, and they said that was.
If we're gonna accept this council, we need a first and a second and a vote. If there's nothing, it'll die on the vine.
Well, it's an application, Mayor, so.
That's it, right?
It either needs a, affirmative
Or not.
denial.
Right.
Yes, sir.
I don't personally think it's gonna fit. I don't think it's gonna be appealing, in my opinion, so I make a motion to deny it.
Okay. Got a motion?
I'll second.
Got a second? You call a roll?
Ms. Botiford?
Yes.
Ms. Barrow? Yes. Mr. Chapo?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Mr. Haney?
Motion to deny.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you for your time.
Mayor?
Yep. Motion to deny. Thank you. Okay, let's see what next thing is. Consideration for RV sales business for Dykes. I don't know, is he here? Yeah, hey, Mr. Dykes.
Good afternoon, Mayor. Good afternoon, Council. How are you today?
So I didn't know you were here. I thought your business partner might have came to talk to us tonight. Nothing's changed since we talked about this a year ago. It's more or less the same
Well,
RV style building.
yes, Your Honor, if I may.
Yes.
Your Honor, Mayor Kelly. I brought,
Yes.
photos for each of the council members and Mr. Stone to give you what we're trying to do. And for reference, this is 5612,
Got it.
Highway 98. And what we're trying to do is make the RV park the jewel of Parker. The photographs that you see before you are what we have there. They are RVs. We do have 60 lots specified for RVs there. It's a 5 acre property. You know, the goal is to bring those in and to sell them. We would like to make it better for the community and have, at one point, we're going to have a dock, but staying focused on this, the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles has rules and regulations, and it kind of starts with the property that you're going to sell them from. It has to be permissible within the municipality of where you're located. So I've reviewed the land development regulations. You know, I can't find where it absolutely says you cannot do it, but I also don't see where it absolutely says you can do it. We just ask for the council's grace because we are doing everything we can to bring that up. And I also would point out that the paving is going to be rather expensive, and so this was a way my partners and I came up with to help maybe produce some income to help provide the paving that we're going to need, and that's going to be a pretty big price tag. Again, we've shown you the pictures of what we've done. and we believe it's going to be a benefit, and we look at it as onward and upward. So I'll be glad to answer any questions.
So, council, I would like to interject that I did look at this a year or so ago, a few months, maybe 10 months ago, and these are RVs, and I did verify with Mr. Sumlin, we verified what he had told us, that they are recreational vehicles. You can tow them with a vehicle, with a truck. They're not mobile homes, although it optically appears to be. The plan is that the RVs that are currently on the lot will slowly, over a period of time, no longer be rented in an old-fashioned RV style. That the new RV style will be this for the future. And so eventually the plan is to have, 68 of these out there?
We have 60 lots, and
And the council's,
we hope sales go great guns, and we bringing them in, but I have to see what the market tells me, but that's the idea, yes.
okay. And so council's aware that we have required in the past, and we are in fact moving forward now, with all the RV parks, all of the RV parks are gonna have to be paved. And that's what he's referring to with, assisting him with padding the cost of the RV parks. The only one.
And the mobile home park.
Yeah, and yeah, darn right, the mobile home parks. So, just for clarification for the council, there are no mobile homes in his park. It's an RV park. And the other thing that you should be aware of, we're doing the SRF to put that new water line around the city of Parker. That is in fact going to travel along the front part of his property all the way down the Parkway. And we have spoken, when it's done and when it's erected, they plan to put one of those beautiful plastic plastic fences around the front there. And I'm hoping that his neighbor would be willing to do the same. So when you come off the curve, you'll only see the very tops of the buildings, but that brand new fence all the way around till you get to Fleming, which we're going to get to that tonight. And then after that, it'll just be the Parkway again. So, but I wanted to tell you that Mr. Sumlin and I did look this over really, really close, because we didn't want to get here and then have an inaccurate statement for you. But it is compliant with the regulation, and I did talk to Mr. Rega about it. He told me that they were compliant.
This says it wants to be, just to amend the current business license to include the RV sales.
RV sales? Well, it's not really a sale, is it? It's a, can you explain that?
I'll be glad to. The premise is, and it's a DHSMV thing, they want a letter from the city that in essence says, we've talked to y'all about this and we're okay via the city to sell the RVs. The end goal is, yes, to sell an RV to someone, and by the way, if this passes, they're all for sale. So, I'm a marketer too. But yes, the goal, someone maybe from Alabama, Dothan, Alabama, wants a spot down here, and once our dock goes in, instead of having to haul their camper back and forth, it's here, it's ready, it's set up, water, power, sewer, the whole 9 yards. And so it's jump in your car, 2 hours you're here, you enjoy the beautiful Shell Island, and maybe you go deep sea fishing while your wife goes to Mexico Beach. Maybe you all go, whatever. But we view it as moving Parker closer to some of the amenities that you might find on Panama City Beach with a much reduced price tag. But you can only sell one RV per year if you do not have this license. And unfortunately, I want to pray for 60 more years, but I'm 55, so the odds are against me on that.
I'm trying to do what kind of a motion that we need.
Well, just I wanted to tell you, currently, was it $64 a month they pay per unit for water and sewer? RVs?
It's base rates, yeah.
I was just thinking the base rate.
Yes, that's a base.
Okay, so also I should tell you that, and how many units does he have, 68?
60.
60. Man, I've been miscalculating. So that's $68 a month that we make off each of these units, where they sit there, whether there's anybody here on vacation or not, we're still taking that revenue in those base rate.
These actually appear more like tiny homes too. They appear that way.
Yeah, I think that's a very valid point, and the best I can tell you is they have the Recreational Vehicle Industry Association sticker on them. They all have that. they're under 400 square feet, heating and cooled. That does not count the porches. I can't dispute that quote look, but they are considered by the industry RVs, and they are built according to the REVA standards. We think it's an upgrade because you are able to finish them out, and I'm not knocking RVs. I have an RV myself, but I think that this is, and if you ever go to any other communities, go to any other campgrounds, these are what is up and coming, without a doubt, and people love them, you know, that they do,
So basically, to answer the question, you're gonna start bringing these in slowly to weed out the older version of the.
This is the new, this is the
Even the
new
older ones are still really nice, you know, they're really nice, but this is better.
I think these
Yeah,
look
Amazing, huh?
they look more modern.
Two of them there right now. The two that you see, we've got there, and the package.
That's for you to come
contains-
look at, yeah.
Yep.
Make a motion to approve.
I would remind you that the tiny homes have to be built in accordance with the Florida Building Code.
Correct.
And
These are
these
RVs.
are purely RVs.
Yeah.
Because you have a prohibition against tiny homes
Right.
in mixed-use one, but not RVs.
But see, people will buy these and they'll own them and they'll put them on Mr. Dykes' land and they'll pay water and sewer and so on and so forth. But what they also can do, if there's a hurricane in the Gulf and it's going to hit Panama City, they can come hook onto this and leave with it, just like they could a regular RV. So this got to be a plus.
That's to that point, Mayor. You're absolutely right. You can do that, but you'll see. I don't remember if it's in this packet or not, but there is actually a picture on the website for Clayton where they show, and I'll be glad to submit it, but there was actually one of these in Mexico Beach, and literally
Survived
everything
it.
around it survived. Thank you.
Yep.
And that was during Hurricane Michael, which, knock on wood, 7 years is too
It never happens again. Never happens
pray,
again.
Pray that. So really all I need is the council's blessing for a short letter to the Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles that says, yes, we can do this activity on that property that is already zoned
Don't-
and approved
yeah.
as RV lot. So I don't know
So
how
you're
that
looking,
needs to
you're
happen.
looking for on-site RV sales.
Yes, just all, yeah, and we only are gonna sell the 60, if that would be a wonderful story, but yes, that's all we're doing, and, but the idea is you get a couple of models there, people walk in, we really like this one, but we want this window over here, we want this, we want that, we call the factory then builds it to specs, brings it in, and it ultimately gets set up and starts looking like the, examples you have before you.
Well, I make a motion to amend his business license to include RV sales and a letter to the state that.
Can we have Mr. Sloan draft the letter to give my signature to get to him?
Your motion would be for on-site RV sales.
Yeah.
The two out there is now, seem like they take up an awful lot of space, huh? I'm trying to.
Square inches are the
60
same.
of them would be there.
Mm.
That,
They're no wider than a regular RV.
They are an RV.
I mean, the two of them out there are nice looking
Yeah,
buildings.
hold on a second.
But I just,
Okay,
60 of them.
Okay.
Obviously, that's what we are zoned for with the RVs, but
Okay.
clearly we
Mr. Dykes, got a motion on the floor.
Mr. Haney
I'll
has made a
just-
motion to.
Mr. Hunt, did Mr. Hunt?
Prior.
Okay, I couldn't hear so many people talking. So we have a first and a second. Madam Clerk, please call a roll.
Ms. Bodiford?
Yes.
Ms. Barrow? Mr. Chapel?
Yes.
Mr. Haney? Mayor Kelly?
Yes, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, council. Thank you, Mr. Dykes.
Thank you all.
Sometime in the next short period, somebody will get in contact with you. I'll get, Sloan will draft your letter up and get it signed, get it to you. Thank you.
Thank y'all very much.
Yes,
for
sir.
your
Mr.
time.
Dykes, if you
Onward
will,
and upward, see you.
if you'll generate a draft and email it to me in Word, I'll take a look at it.
I've got it, it's 2 sentences. Thank y'all so much, have a great evening.
See you. This is a planning commission recommendation for consideration, ladies and gentlemen. This is for Mr. Bodiford. He's here tonight to ask for approval. Just so you know, for the record, so everybody can see me up there in that camera, Ms. Bodiford, Commissioner Bodiford has signed a waiver, and she is going to abstain from this vote so that there's no conflict with anybody who sees this business happening. So the floor is open, ladies and gentlemen.
John Stevenson, 208 Williamsburg Circle, Brentwood, Tennessee. So we've acquired 3 lots there at 5708, 5710, and 5704 next to the campground, and we would like to put in a RV, not an RV, but a food truck facility for 12 food trucks, and have a building in the center, approximately 2,400 square feet. You have a TV, could have a stage, place to sit. I want this to be a very upscale deal. I mean, we're developers in Nashville that specialize in turning around junk pieces of property. Some of the pictures that I've got in the front here are some of the other buildings that I've done, and in guitar shops and coffee shops and just really high-end things. I've gone into junk neighborhoods. Everybody was scared to be there, and cleaned it up, and I've done the same thing here. I guess you guys have seen the work we've been doing, but I want a place for my family to be here. I've got 3 of my boys and 3 or 4 of their friends here, and just I want this to be a destination for us, and just to draw the community in. And I really think it's going to be a great fit for this. So,
Well, for what it's worth, Council, you know I've personally wanted a food truck court. I went to Fort Walton Beach outside the Air Force Base. They've got one that's phenomenal. If you look online, you can look at Austin, Texas. They've got the best food truck. I've never even made a food truck court, but I'm so excited that you want to do that in Parker. It's going to change the look of the Parkway. It's going to make it phenomenal, and I think it's something that we are in desperate need of. And that's my 2 cents worth. I think it's if we approve this, this will be something that we can be very proud of for the future.
Well, I talked to Mr. Boddington, I think. Yeah, might have been, but anyway, he's saying that you'll be leasing the spots out.
yes, ma'am. We're going to be.
That would pretty much keep the same people coming. That way you don't have all these other food trucks that look.
No, we're going to be very, very selective. I mean,
we're gonna vet them, and it's gonna be first class. There won't be any junk there.
it's going to be very similar to the Big Chill up in 30A, where you got, the kids are running around. We're also going to have a big AstroTurf area. The sails up above it. Brand new buildings. Poured concrete. Spend a lot of money up front to get this right, not just get a few trucks in there and see what happens.
Right.
Individual water, sewer, electricity.
Music there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TVs, game days, just the center of the community, social infrastructure, which I think this place really needs. And
That's something different.
Mr. Reg, I see you back in the room. Do you have any input on this particular?
Absolutely. Nice to see you again. Planning unanimously voted to allow for this particular development to move forward. It was based on several different reasons. Number one, there's no prohibitions in the CRA overlay district. Number two, there's no prohibitions in the MU1 that he exists in. Number three, the state of Florida actually dictates that municipalities cannot dictate the rules surrounding when food trucks can come and go. They do set their own standards, and the standards that they have identified to us met those state standards exactly. If you wanted to read through it, it's section 509. The one thing that Chuck identified they were going to be doing is they are going to have a commissary agreement. Food trucks can't wash their own dishes, for example. So they have to have a restaurant-like agreement or a commissary agreement with a fixed restaurant or a fixed building for sanitary purposes. They're going to do that. They're going to meet those requirements. There's a number of things that here are identified, and for example, they're meeting every one of those standards. So what planning does is we check a development against any rules for prohibitions or anything that isn't identified. That's why the one thing we did identify to council is that it was our part, sort of a loss on our part. We never identified the number of parking spaces required for this style of a business, because this style of a business doesn't normally come in at a regular basis. So our recommendation to council was that you determine, based on this style of business, how many parking spaces are required. There is a section in planning, however, when you have, for example, a cash and carry business, you can have 1/2 the number of spots available for parking. That's good for Parker, because at the end of the day, we flood here, and the less pavement, the better.
Isn't it fair to say, though, that people will come and go? They won't stay there all day.
Yes, sir, and that's why I mentioned that exactly, because other style businesses where it's like the new 7 Brew Coffee. That's they pull in, they get their stuff, and they go.
Right.
So you're not going to have you're going to have people in their business come. Some will come and pick it up and leave.
Yep.
Some will come and sit, because
Right.
the development that they're planning and putting forward
Correct.
is very nice. Very shaded areas,
Yep.
all kinds of other things. So again, planning's job is to review all of the rules that we have in the land development rules, the comprehensive plan, for any reason why not. And then we usually instruct them in terms of what they have to do in order to comply. We found nothing that prevented this style development from going in, with the single exception that we did not have standards for how many parking spaces were required for this style of a business. So it was a conditional, an approval based on the requirement that council be made aware that there were no required number of parking spots necessary, or the number wasn't identified, so we asked you to do that.
That's a tough one.
Well, we have a very large parking lot. And
You do.
I've also, looks like I'm going under contract for the Korean church too, and so we might even have some more area available for all of this. But I mean,
Right.
I've got 2.5 acres or 3 acres currently, and that would add another 3 acres. So I believe in parking. I know what for what we do in Nashville with our real estate industrial developments.
Yeah.
We have a very large parking lot, and if we need to do more, we're going to figure it out.
Okay.
Do you have a restroom figured out for your?
Yes, sir. There's going to be at least 4 restrooms where the garage is currently back there. We're going to have 3 in that. We're going to raise the roof up, have additional seating. It'll be a 2,400-foot building up in the front, close to that's going to be in the center of the horseshoe of all of them. But I believe in keeping the restrooms clean and neat. I don't like porta johns. All this stuff is going to be built out and approved. Go through your planning, and
Okay.
it's,
I hate to get overcomplicated, but a turn lane, would it be necessary on stuff?
D-cell lane, I don't think so. Because you think Fleming's been a street for a garage for 35, 40 years.
It's never had a bunch of food trucks in
And that, well, that's true. It's true. I know there's no room for a D-cell lane because he don't own the property. It belongs to the trailer park next door, RV park. So there's just not.
Businesses on Tyndall Parkway down there, you have to go down there.
Yeah. Plus, we don't own that road. We can't just give permission for the state to dig up a state road.
Well, we have a turn lane going into Fleming Street.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's how we're gonna exit.
You're good. So,
Well, I make a motion that we allow their development order.
got a first and a second. I'd like to add to that if we could, since I can't make a motion. You decide what's a fair amount of parking over there, because you'll know better than we do when they put them buildings in.
yes.
All right? So we have a first and a second. Madam Clerk, you call a roll?
Ms. Barrow,
Yes.
Mr. Chapel,
Yes.
Mr. Haney,
Yes.
Mayor Kelly.
Yes. Congratulations. Thanks for doing
Thank
this
you
for
very
us.
much.
Yeah, appreciate you. All right. Next one is Mr. Barron. Are you here? How you
Hello,
doing?
Good evening, Council. Hey,
Good to
my
see
name is,
you.
my name is Aaron White. I'm actually presenting on behalf of Solara Land Holdings. We purchased this lot from Mr. Baring in July of this year. And our request is just to take the lot. It's a one lot. We would like to subdivide it into 2 lots to build 2 new construction homes.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Rager, one quick thing before we move forward with this. Was the planning approved for Mr. Barron or for the new owners?
Mr. Barron, do you remember,
He's not Mr. Barron.
It was on the
It
August
says Barron on
meeting.
the.
Mine too, but he just said he wasn't in.
This one says July.
So, does the rule still apply?
Mr. Barron would have to give some kind of
Right.
permission to, what's your name, sir?
My name's Aaron White.
Aaron
Mr.
White.
White, yeah.
Or we'd have to see a deed. It's not in the package.
So what we're saying, Mr. Rager, is that the property ownership has changed from when you heard it to a new owner, so we gotta have something that proves who they are and proof of ownership before we can approve it. When it went to the planning council, who, did Mr. White come to you or Mr. Barron come to you?
I believe it was actually me.
Really? I don't know how it came, they got the guy's name still.
Yeah, I presented it to them on August 12th. There's the
This
agenda.
says, this was signed on July 2nd.
Right,
The application was signed by Mr. Barron on July 2nd.
right.
We
When
purchased
did you buy it from
We
him?
purchased it July 31st.
Oh, that's the problem right there. Do you have a document that says it's yours, a deed of title?
I can get you a copy of the deed. I don't have one handy. No.
Okay,
But yeah, the deed does say we own it.
okay. That'll have to go to you, Mr. Sloan, wouldn't it? for
It's in
review?
the
like to
base.
look
Yeah,
at it.
we're gonna have to table this until our attorney looks it over.
Okay.
All right.
Should I have him fill out another?
No, let's let Mr. Sloan decide.
Well,
Right.
I think it would be prudent to have him as the current owner
Absolutely.
also fill out
I'll get you one
an
before
application.
you leave.
All right, we'll take care of that.
But just to be clear, Mr. White, you're just wanting to
the
basically
lot, right?
restore the lots back to their original platted condition?
I believe it was lots
Lots 11
11
and
and
12?
12. Yeah, 11 and 12.
And you just want to go back to those same lot lines that were on the plat? You're not changing anything from the
No, we're not
original
changing
plat.
anything.
He's
We're
gonna
just
build a
gonna-
couple. Can we vote on this pending him getting you those documents?
To confirm that he is the
Owner.
owner and the applicant. I mean, Mr. Reagan, the concept was approved, is that correct, sir?
I believe it was a couple of quick questions, if I might, Mr. White.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How large is the lot right now?
I can tell you. Let the surveyor-
Most of the stuff we have on top of our heads. I just, I don't remember.
So these are the existing surveys?
Yes, sir.
And this is what we're wanting to propose. I'm sorry, this is the existing survey, and this is.
What's the total lot size right now? I'm just making sure we're not violating.
139 by 150.
And is that in low-density residential or mixed use?
It's residential.
Yeah, residential, residential, yeah.
7,500.
What's the
Yep.
square footage of that, 140 by what?
So 7,500, you need about 14,
150,
15.
what is that?
500.
Oh.
Yeah, they're 10-5
They're
apiece.
10-5 each.
Oh, that's way big enough. That's
I do
way big
remember
enough.
this now. Way more than enough.
Yeah,
That-
they're
That's
10-5
correct.
each.
But you're exactly right. We did approve it. There was no complications here, but we did approve it under the last ownership.
Yeah,
So,
we gotta, that's gotta be fixed.
However, as Mr. Sloan has identified, I don't see any complications there. I think we just have to show
Change
ownership.
ownership, okay.
And then, they'll be.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So do you want a motion under conditions?
With a condition that he demonstrates, that he fills out an
Ownership.
application to show that he's the current owner.
Right.
And that he demonstrates the ownership.
I'll make a motion for that. I'll-
Okay, we got a first and second. Madam Clerk, will you call a roll, please?
Ms. Waterford?
Yes.
Ms. Barrow? Yes. Mr. Chapel? Mr. Haney? Mayor Kelly?
Yes, thank you, council.
Thank you.
So
I'll give you
basically, if you'll get those documents to Mr. Sloan, he'll review 'em and get an application from the clerk's office to redo, right? And you'll be good to go.
Thank you, Mayor.
If you could
Appreciate it.
just, Mr. White, just give both whatever you've got to confirm ownership and the application to the clerk, and she'll get it to me.
Okay, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Mayor Kelly?
Yes, sir.
Listen, Mr. Nassar has a revision since we've already listened to it, and I think the council may approve or at least reconsider his revision. Will you do that for us, for him? It involves no.
Yeah,
mobile
we'll
homes.
hear it. Well, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, so let's not have any RV, mobile homes there. We just want a professional office. We are gonna be our own customers pretty much. I mean, we're still gonna be open to the public, but we just want a professional office there.
Isn't there RVs already there?
No, sir.
Mobile home sitting there, a tan one,
Not on that, not on that.
in
on
the
that
front
lot.
yard, in the front lot? There's no tan
That's a
mobile home?
donut shop.
That's
That's a
Leon's.
donut, that's Leon's
That's the
donut.
donut
Leon's
shop.
Donut.
Okay, all right.
On that,
He's next
there's
door.
a building beside the
Mm.
donut shop, then the office is on that property.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So we just, no
So you just
displays
want,
there.
now you're saying you want to revise this to this will just be your business office?
Yes, sir. Professional office, no mobile homes there.
Ms. Barrow, is this the old Marine Corps League building?
I believe so.
That's what they're asking for. That's what that was, wasn't it, for the hurricane?
What was it?
A recruiting office.
It was a recruiting office of the Marine Corps League.
Are you
Okay.
changing any of the exterior?
No, sir.
It would just be
Just putting a sign
internal
up,
only.
and interior we're cleaning up. We're gonna paint the building.
Business license.
He just needs a business license.
That's right.
all
Yes,
he
You don't
has to
need
do.
permission from us at all.
Well, you
Well, I
need a
do.
business license.
For business license, yeah, but,
I've already applied for a business license. I needed to come in front of the board.
Council approval for a business license.
okay. So what he's asking for, apparently he already did his paperwork. He's asking for a business license, and what you're saying now is that there'll be no mobile homes lined up there. Now, you know,
You could come and take the mobile home for yourself if you find one there.
well, no, I won't have to because you're gonna have some heavy equipment right there on that spot. Have you looked at the blueprints for this new bridge?
Yes,
It's right on top of your building. Your
Yes.
RVs are gonna be under the bridge.
I
Your
understand.
mobile home.
You won't have any.
You won't have any, will you? So that's good. All right, okay, council, it's up to you.
Well, Mr. Nassar, or Nasser, however you
Nassar.
pronounce it, given the fact you're only requiring a business license, at this point, I mean, the council can act if they want to, but technically, what you're asking for now doesn't require a development permit. Because
Right.
you're not doing anything
To develop.
to develop, in other words.
Correct. But state, Florida Highway Patrol told me I need a letter that you guys will let me open up a business there. It's okay to open up a mobile home dealer here. Not gonna have any displays.
With the council's permission, I can.
We need to
draft
verify
a
that.
letter
Yeah.
to, let them know that he can operate an office there.
After you verify with the state that that's what, correct.
With no
In layman's
displays.
terms, that would be a business license.
Right.
Right,
All
hopefully.
he needs is a business license.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind him having an office there. I just didn't want big old gigantic mobile homes
Right.
sitting out there.
We're gonna get rid of that idea. Just a professional
Are we
office.
gonna make a motion? I'll make a motion that we,
I don't think it's
so you got
necessary.
the letter.
It's not necessary.
He's gotta do the letter.
That's what he's.
How about you make a motion, Ms. Barrow, to authorize me to draft a letter and send to, the appropriate parties advising them that he has the ability to operate an office there.
I make that motion.
Motion's made. Do we have a second? We have a first and a second. Madam Clerk, will you please call a roll?
Ms. Barrow?
Yes.
Ms. Botiford?
Yes.
Mr. Chapel?
Yes.
Mr. Haney?
If he's got a business license, we don't need to contract the city attorney to spend, what, $300 an hour to make a letter?
I'll pay the 300 for him to make that letter. I'll pay for it.
You will. Now you said it, you will.
I'll pay it for you. You guys
As
want
long
him a
as he
credit?
pays for that
A
letter,
attorney's letter.
I will say yes.
Do we ever have to get a letter for anybody else to have a license?
No, it's
You
not
got to do
necessary.
Mr. Dykes.
It's, as long as you got a business
Yeah, one had to
license.
be for
Mr.
Mr.
Dykes?
Dykes.
No, a business license is all a man needs.
He's still an
Okay.
RV.
Well, I've already applied for my business license,
Okay.
turned it in.
All right,
Mayor Kelly, I need your vote.
yes. Just whatever I need to do to get this taken care
Mr.
of.
Haney, do I have a yes?
Yes.
Yes, I've already got it, yes. $300, so.
Not a problem. Do you want me to pay that now? Do
Payable at Tim Sloan.
you want me to pay it
No,
now?
payable to the city of Parker. Say, give the
Okay.
clerk.
When we come back from my son's chemo treatment, I'll come and get the letter and I'll pay her the 300.
Okay,
That'd be great.
thank you.
Business license.
Don't pay it. No, it's a joke. Don't pay that.
Okay, so we're good?
We're good.
Thank you.
We're good.
folks.
Have a good evening, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Chapel, you got the floor. What you got?
No, everybody left, so, yeah. Really, the only thing we got is, Saturday, we got the yard sale.
Okay. Mr. Haney, you got anything, sir?
I've got a couple things. I was fortunate to meet with Mr. Sumlin last week about the parking area at the Peak Park. And he's proposed to put like a loop-shaped driveway in along with parking on that same property.
On the hill?
On the hill, yes. Just make a cut through, the way they could pull in, they can leave out the same way, make some parking that alleviates the parking for the boat launch.
Boat launch,
so on
yeah.
and so forth, and the crowding. But do we need a motion from?
I don't know, this is the first I've heard of it.
We talked about the Peak Park parking before.
Yeah.
And it's been a month or so.
Didn't we agree that they were gonna have to park up on the top and walk down? I thought that's what we said we were gonna do.
This would help alleviate some of the parking problems that are existing still.
I mean, when we rent the building, it completely takes up the parking in the parking lot, and that's what they're trying to do.
Can you hit on that, Mr. Summerlin?
So, when I spoke to Mr. Haney, I told him we were gonna reach out to find out if this is possible. We still haven't got the answer yet. They wanted us to submit a master site plan.
Cause that's not our land, is it?
Well, it's our land, but it's restriction. We have, every year, we have to check all the boxes that we're doing everything that we said we would do to acquire that land.
Right.
Our proposed overflow parking was the sports complex, but we have notified them that our sports complex parking lot has now moved, and it's made it a further distance from the Peak Park than what it originally was. So what we have proposed to them is if they would allow us 12 additional parking spots in the front, 2 for ADA handicap, and then 10 for more for like children unloading and just basically more parking. Because when we do have an event there, it makes it almost impossible for a truck and trailer to launch his boat because there's no parking.
Cause there's no room.
And everybody here knows that they've rented the building, they drive all the way up there anyhow to unload their car, and then they don't bring their car off there anyhow. So if it's approved, if they all approve it, and then y'all have conditionally approved it right now to allow us to move forward, then what we would look at doing is we would try to establish at least 12 parking spots facing away from the P Park, facing at Lake Drive.
And that would be gravel?
Yes. Yeah, basically.
So we could skim the dirt off and just do the whole thing, really?
Right, well, what we wanted to probably look at doing is try to bring the ground's uphill right now, so try to grade it down level, plane with the P Park, so that way when you pull in, we won't have to try to people worry about an accident backing out. We'll just put an apron to where they can drive right back out. So it's
it needs something done to it.
I mean, 12's not going to be enough, I can tell you, but it'll be an improvement.
And Mr. Haney's talking about this this arc. What would you do? Be able to come off 98, go through there? I mean, off of Lake and come through there,
So you'd
back
pull,
down under the parking lot.
You'd pull straight in like you normally do.
Yeah.
And then you would drive going toward the P Park and park facing Lake Drive all the way up.
Okay.
So we wouldn't have to worry about somebody parking towards the building and hitting the building. We'd want them to pull toward the highway.
Okay.
But that's what we.
So what are we talking about? How much to do this?
It's
be realistic. I mean, the gravel's going to be 10 grand probably.
They crushed asphalt.
Yeah, I really don't know what we could, we possibly could coordinate this even with our road resurfacing and be able to use the millings.
And then take the millings and then skin the grass off and then put the millings in there.
Mm-hmm. So we might not have any cost because we're going to remove a bunch
So
of
how do you
dirt.
feel about that, John? If we took the grass off, because we're going to pave these roads, we could blacktop that whole area up there with the millings from the streets.
That's so genius, I thought about that a week ago.
Okay.
That's awesome. That's what we're looking at, to be honest with you. The crushed asphalt would work better than gravel, person gravel.
Well, it's yeah. Okay. Well, if you think we can do it, but Tony, and it's not going to be overly expensive, I'm for paving it.
I don't feel it will. We're just going to wait for their response, and we're going to put it in line with the other projects we already have going on. I mean, it won't be overnight happening, but if they approve it, and y'all have already approved it now, then once we get their approval, we can move forward.
Okay. All right. So we need a motion to do this, I guess.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion. We need a second. We have a motion and a second. You call a roll, please.
Ms. Barrow?
Yes.
Ms. Bodiford?
Yes.
Mr. Chapel?
Yes.
Mr. Haney?
Yes.
Mayor Kelly?
Yes. Thank you very much. Second thing, John?
The new we talked about this as well, the new boat, or the new pier at, on Longshore there. If you happen to throw a cast net off of it, the way they built this pier, there's extruding threads.
But catch the net when it
That's
flies.
gonna catch somebody's net, and you're gonna have all kind of people about, end of October, when bullets start to run, get up,
Right.
people cussing, carrying on. Mr. Summerlin come up with the idea of putting some kind of rubber caps over it.
I don't know, Mr. Summerlin don't talk to me, so I don't know. He only talks to you.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Keeps them out of trouble that way, but
Yeah.
anyway. If you go down there to look, you see a bunch of these lag bolters sticking out. It'd be inch long bit of.
What do you think, Mr. Summerlin? Tell us what you think.
When he brought it to my attention, I told him we would do some research to see if they have any device that we could cover the nuts.
Okay. Tell me what you want me to do.
Well, we're doing that research.
Okay. Anything else?
That's all I got.
Okay. Ladies?
You never have
No, I don't have anything to talk about.
I've got a few things when you're done this. There.
Years back, I brought to the council, to discuss with them about putting a time clock in the, city hall in here for the employees in here. And it was put in here and it stayed for years and then it was gone. And I feel that it's time that the time clock needs to be put back in there, a time clock, maybe something up to date. And I would like to know how council feels about it. It would be a better tracking device for coming, going, and the people that it's off or whatever. And I just think it's a good idea to go ahead and put it back in there.
This is something we need the council's approval for, or just install it?
Well, I would think the council would have to.
Are we talking about like an old time clock? You got like a brown paper and you slide it in there?
Well, I'm sure they got newer things
Take
today
your
that
hand
can
off when you do it?
calculate better than the old ones did. But, I'm to the point now where I really think that we need to put time clock in there.
I don't think everybody's business needs a time clock.
Okay, what do I need? A motion and a second?
We'll see what,
We have any discussion?
I ain't clocking in.
You what?
I ain't, not before 10 o'clock, don't expect me to come on.
before 12, what do you know?
Couple of days a week.
Mrs. Chapel, do you have anything you want to talk about?
No.
On this subject? On this subject, do you have any conversation on the
No.
time card? Okay.
Well, I'll make a motion that we put,
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. You please call the roll, Madam Clerk.
Ms. Barrow?
yes.
Ms. Botiford?
Yeah.
Mr. Chapel?
Yes.
Mr. Haney?
Yes.
Mayor Kelly?
Yes. Now, do you have anything else?
I think that.
Okay, thank you. I got a couple of things. One's going to require a vote, one won't. Over the years, the park donation system has slowly deteriorated. I would like to abolish the $1 a month park donation. It is more of a headache to keep track of, and it would be easier if someone wants to donate to the city of Parker, that they just donate and the money go through that steel box that's up front there and be recorded with immediate receipt at that time. Now we have people in Parker who have made wonderful charitable donations that are now being criticized and FOIA requests being levied to find out where the money came from and what it was used for. And it's going to dissuade me from giving another penny, personally, if I have to have a FOIA request to answer where I may have got that money, or if I took it out of my wallet and gave it to Parks and Recreation. So what I would like to propose is that we no longer have a park donation box on our water bill, that if you want to come and make a park donation, you just come into City Hall and you make the park donation out front like you would any other bill, that the ladies have a way in BSNA to type it in. So I'll open the floor for conversation on this.
Well, I don't have a problem with it because of the issue that has public records request about that dollar donation. And here, it's sickening that someone would want to know down to the penny what that dollar was spent on in the Parks and Recreation, which who knows, it was on gas, it was on weed killer, it was on.
If I give Mr. Summerlin money to buy gravel, I don't follow him around saying, how much did you pay for every ounce of gravel? I just say, this is the project, and this is what you got.
Well, I'll just say that the last time I came to the city council and asked the city council, I actually asked for charcoal burn bins at Earl Gilbert. And I might be incorrect by saying this, but I think Ms. Galbraith made the motion or talked about using the park donation money to pay for those. And that was the last time the council voted to spend that park donation money on an item, which was the charcoal bins. And since then, that charcoal donation money has just been wherever I haven't budgeted to spend any of it.
Well, I'd like to get away with it and not have it anymore.
Well, you know, what is the act, does anybody have a ballpark on what we get a year on that?
Do you happen to know? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I know it costs me more to have FOIA requests answered than the donations accumulate in their entirety.
It used to be way back 20 years ago when I first started here, it used to be significant when we had the ball fields,
Right.
and baseball going and everything. But over the years, it has extremely dwindled down. I mean,
Taking payments,
you can
$30 a month, if that, it's nothing.
So $360 in a whole year.
It's not much. We have a couple of citizens who will give an extra $5, but it's literally just a few people.
Well, you take the dollar off, put $100 on there, and see how it goes from there.
So
Add some zeros.
if you want to keep it, we can keep it, but I'm asking you, but we don't keep it.
I agree, I think we should take it off there.
So we have to vote it.
I'll second that.
You make a motion, John?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
We have a motion in 2 seconds. You call it 4 seconds. Could you please call a roll?
Ms. Barrow?
Yes.
Ms. Bodiford?
Yes.
Mr. Chapel?
Yes.
Mr. Rainey?
Yes.
Mayor Kelly?
Yes. I've got one last item for us to vote on, council. This is really good if you'll support this. Our good Public Works Director, Mr. Summerlin, has we're asking to buy $224,783 worth of playground equipment. It's one piece for 5 to 12-year-olds and one piece to 2 to 5-year-olds. We have a grant match of $88,727. That also includes assembly of these 2 pieces of equipment and includes the fall zone, which is like the little rubbery things the kids fall in. The amount will be $136,056 that we'll owe if we don't have funding for this. However, we budgeted for $65,000 as a portion of the purchase of this equipment, and this is no junk. This is some high-end stuff. That left us a balance of $71,056.50. What they're asking for, and what I believe is correct and true, they'd like to spend that money that they just got from selling all their old equipment in the auction. It'll cost the city nothing. We've already sold it. And we have $71,056.50 plus in that account that we can pay this off. In other words, he'll get his equipment for $224,783, and it won't cost us a penny because we've already got the money. So I open the floor.
We'll need to add swings out there.
This is way more than that. This is some good stuff. We've never had stuff like this before.
Can they burn it? Can they saw it down?
Well, I would tell you no, but yes, they probably will if they get, probably. To be honest with you, Miss Barrow, I'm surprised our pirate ship's still there.
I am too, and
I'm surprised no one's put it on a trailer and left with it.
I've been wanting to do that, adds to it for years.
Well, he's found a way. He's found a way. It's $250,000.
Can we play on it too?
We darn right we can. Darn right we can.
I'm fixing to watch.
But what he's asked me to ask you for, he wants me to get you to give him permission to spend his auction money from all the junk that we sold, and leftover equipment and trucks and whatever else he sold, to be able to pay for this cash. And I, for one,
You wanna take money from
Do we have an idea of what kind of equipment you're talking about, like a merry-go-round or?
Yeah, so basically the two big pieces of equipment, the one for the 5 to 12 years old is extremely large. I wish I had a picture of it. I should have brought one. It's my fault. But it has 5 or 6 slides on it. It's all metal poles, metal structure, just all different kind of arrangements, climbing bars, and it's just a massive piece of equipment that's got multi-function for, like, I think it's rated for like 18 to 20 children at one time. And then the 2 to 5 year old one is just a real small piece of equipment that's a slide, and little kids can climb on the stuff with like a little shade over the top of it.
What about the shade over the other one, because that's gonna be so hot.
Yeah, I mean, that might be future that we look at putting some of those Amazon shades like we got up front over it. Just the biggest expense that we didn't, when we went for the grant, we thought the grant was gonna cover the fall zone and the assembly and the stuff in there, and that's not covered under the grant. Just the structure is, so that's why we got a shortfall of our money, was we didn't know that all that was gonna come out. But basically it'll have a border around it, and it'll just be real fine, almost like sawdust in it.
I'll make a motion to allow Tommy to buy what he needs to buy.
and use the money from the auction, right? The leftover cash. Okay, we have a first, we have a second. Got a first and a second. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Ms. Barrow?
Yes.
Ms. Botiford?
Yes.
Mr. Chappell?
Yes.
Mr. Haney?
Yes.
Mayor Kelly?
Yes, very much so. Ron, will you watch it for us when you're over there in the morning? Give us a report back. Thank you, everybody.
Apparently there's watchdogs down there to watch it.
They're gone. Did you see those pictures of that lady?